This is my last restaurant in Dubai. What a great one to finish with. My reason for this channel and the videos is to chronicle all the different Iranian Persian restaurants and Koobideh that I try in all the different cities and countries I travel to frequently around the world. For you to be able to access online on this channel, either as a heads up for yourself, as reference, or if you're just curious what Koobideh looks like in some other place in the world. سلام علیکم همه خوب هستین دوباره همدیگه رو میبینیم. Very nice to see you. Today I'm in Dubai. I am in the festival city mall just outside with some very loud music. It's very hot here. It's June time. خیلی گرمه الان اینجا. Temperature is around 40 degrees I think. It's hotter, it goes up to 50 in July and August. So I'm going to be leaving Dubai for a few months. I'll be going back to the UK. I wanted to check out one restaurant before I went, Cando in Deira. So when I go to Deira, when I eat in Deira, I usually wear a football shirt for some reason. I don't know why, it's just something that happened coincidentally a few times. So I'm going to keep that tradition going. Today I'm wearing a Manchester City shirt, but they're also a UAE owned club. So this is where all of their money has come from, so why not? I'm wearing that today. So bia ba hamdige berim Cando. Let's go to the Cando restaurant and see how it is. This is an area that I've been to a few times now. There's quite a few Iranian restaurants in that place in Deira. It's around the Union station, the Union Metro. It's not that inconvenient to get to. If you're coming from the south of Dubai up into the Deira, it's inconvenient. But fortunately, it's not too far away from the Union station. Union is on the red line. You get off, once the red line crosses into Deira, Union is the first stop. You get off at Union, and then you just sort of do I think like a 5-10 minute walk. It's not really that far at all. It's just getting to Deira, getting to Union is very tricky. Not tricky, it's just a trek. Very inconvenient if you're coming from Marina or downtown, which I've said so many times I live in. But if you're living in Deira, if you're living in that side, which a lot of Iranians to be fair are, then I think it makes sense. I think it should be much more convenient for you. You know, Union itself is not that difficult to get to if you're on the red line, and then it's only a few minutes from the station, so half a star I think is fair. So I'll talk about the service next, and this was a real highlight for me. From the moment you sort of walk in, the ladies who work there, who are from different places, not particularly Iranian or speak Farsi, they were very nice. One particular lady, I think she was from an African country, was a real sweetheart, really nice, really friendly, looked after me, smiled, laughed. But there was no Iranian, and just until the end when I left, there was one Iranian waiter who started to talk to me and gave me some advice about somewhere to do some shopping for some specific items that I was looking for. And then just throughout the whole meal, you know, they were very attentive without being too disruptive. Just very nice, very nice experience there when you needed them. Otherwise, they were sort of in the background waiting, and they all worked very hard. They were all worked very hard. They were dressed in a sort of uniform as well, so they obviously really care about sort of the service, and I think looks like they've been trained as well. So I have nothing but good things to say about the service. If you want to include the starters and the tea at the end that came as part of the service, then you could also include that as well. I thought it was a really great experience, and I'd be very happy to go back again just for the service there. So yeah, I think I'm going to go for a full star for the service. For the price, the Koobideh I believe was around 55 dirham. Sorry, 60 dirham, which is about 12, no more, it's about 13-14 pounds. Koobideh قیمتش 60 درهم بود. دیگه average این قیمتش دیگه, it's a very average price, 10 to 13, 14, even maybe up to 15 pounds. You're gonna pay in, I think, nearly most restaurants you go to. It's not very expensive, I think. It's not cheap either. Anything below 10 pounds I think is very good value. But this is 60 dirham. It's a little bit on the more expensive side, compared to sort of the others I've been to, which charge 30, which is very cheap, but average sort of 45, 50. This one is 60, so it's a little bit more on the pricier side of the average, but still it's not too crazy high. So I think with the price, I mean, I had a few other things besides that. There was the sharbat drink, sharbat that I got, but just on the Koobideh itself, 60 dirham, 13 pounds, 14 pounds, I think it's average. So half a star for the pricing. The Koobideh has arrived with the rice. That was really, really quick. I think it was just a minute after the bread and the cheese came. The Koobidehs came, and you can see that it's a really big portion. There's a lot of rice here, a huge plate of rice with saffron. The Koobideh on first impressions is quite long. It's a long Koobideh for sure. Has some chips as well. A little bit skinny, but long, and a lot of rice, and the bread is pretty big and nice as well. Now we go on to the quantity. راجب quantity of portion حرف میزنیم, and this was a real highlight for me. Again, I thought it was a really good big size meal. The plate that they gave with the rice was a mountain. It was huge plate of rice. The Koobideh itself was very long, not very thick, not very big, but still quite long. And they had a whole tomato with it as well. Some places only give half a tomato. The chili pepper was quite big as well. And then on top of that, they gave at the starters a really big bread with some mint and cheese, which is quite standard here in Dubai. And then with the Koobideh itself underneath it came another piece of bread which soaked up a lot of the juice to make it, nuna charb, an oily Koobideh Kabab bread, which tastes really nice. Yeah, if you haven't tried that before. Usually if I'm getting through the first Koobideh and there's not much rice left, then that usually is not a good sign. معمولا اگه یک Koobideh تموم کردم برنجم داره تموم میشه دیگه معلومه که خیلی چیز پرشش خوب بزرگ نبود، ولی این دفعه Koobideh اولی رو تموم کردم. هنوز خیلی برنج مونده بود، نونم که خودش اون زیر Koobideh بودش. So when I got through to the second Koobideh, still a lot of rice left, still the bread left underneath the two Koobidehs, and there was the other stuff sort of on the side as well still to go. I wasn't hungry when I finished. I was quite filled up, and that's a good sign. So I'm going to go for a full star for the quantity. I just want to show you when I cut through the Koobideh, the juice that flows out is beautiful. So as I cut through this Koobideh, look at that juice, look at that char. Really nice, really nice. I was surprised about the quality. It was very good. The Koobideh was very juicy. As you cut through it, the oil was sort of coming out. When you sort of chewed on the Koobideh, there was some taste. It tasted really nice. Had some flavor to it, which a lot of Koobidehs sometimes don't have. They're quite bland. But this one was juicy, had nice taste and texture. مزه داشتش این Koobideh. And then the rice itself was really nice and buttery. The bread, both of the breads under the Koobideh was beautiful, really nice. The bread that they gave for the starters was really nice as well. And then I got some sharbat as well, a saffron sharbat, and that was really nice. It took me back to the times when I used to spend, holidaying in Iran. So I was very surprised about the quality, and everybody else in the restaurant apart from me was smoking shisha as well. So it seemed like the shisha there is pretty good based on how popular it was. Everything was good. The chili was actually spicy. A lot of the chili peppers are not that spicy. Tomato was cooked but not burned. The onions were done really well as well. So I really liked it, and I think خیلی خوشمزه بود. دوباره میرم حتما. I would definitely go back again to this place if I'm in the area for the quality of the food, and I would take some friends and family with me to this place again. So that, I think, is the biggest compliment you can give when you think about the quality of the food. Would you go back? Would you take someone there with you next time to show off? And I would. So 4-star for the quality. So this one is looking like a really good restaurant. Summary, I'm calculating it 4 stars out of 5 for Cando in Dubai. I don't know what Cando actually means in Farsi. I don't know if it's a name or has some meaning, but 4 stars. So you know, really well done to them. I thought I would definitely be going back. It's one of the ones that I will be remembering and recommending to others who ask me. I think Cando is a great place to go if you're in the area, or friends or family won't let you down. I highly recommend it. Let me know if you've got some feedback, if you've been there, had a different experience. اگه شما رفتین نظر فرق داره با من، نظرتون با من فرق میکنه، یا اگه خوب بود، بد بود، تعریف کنیم برای همه. I'll see you again maybe in another part of the world. So thank you so much. Take care. خوشحال شدم همین گرد رو دیدیم. And I'll see you again soon hopefully. خداحافظ. Bye bye.